So I was watching a video here. Let me see. Oh, the Afghanistan issue.
Looks like
Okay, so with what they're going through over there right now. And so you can read that. I'll wait for a minute. And this comment here. So because my take on it, it goes deeper than what this person feels, or that's deep what this person is saying, as far as one race has to focus on themselves so much. That's deep, because as you see in America or around the world, whatever, that is true. But the reason I say it's deeper than that, because you have to realize how like I'm trying to word it right, so you have to excuse me. Now, because I disagree with saying that this race should not worry about other races or whatever until they get theirs situated. Now, I don't agree with that because of some reasons. Now, these people or certain people, they feel that way because of what's going on. Yes, everything that he says, right here. We're fighting for the same battle in America, equally, police brutality, racism, homeland terrorists, a bunch of stuff. But a bunch of that stuff that race is dealing with because they choose to. I don't want to go too far and try and cause a war or try and cause races to go against each other. But I want to speak on some facts, or we go by facts. I feel that this race, this person says that they're going through so much stuff. I feel that this race could have been more powerful and in more power long ago. But maybe some of the past leaders were not let in some doors, or did not exceed certain levels to promote or to push their people further or to bring them in. Now, yes, some things were done. We know and we appreciate and we live for to this day. But when you think about all of the people that are in the court systems, the judges, the prosecutors, the lawmen, like the polices, and a bunch of the government officials, politicians, a bunch of them are a certain race. So they hold a bunch of power. So that's what I mean by I'm not sure if certain people was not allowed through certain doors at a certain time, because that is what it would seem like, for the ratio to be so uneven. So, but my thing is look at the power, and my coming up in certain races, cultures, and being a part of certain races and cultures. Would we say sports has been, like when it comes to certain things, and you'll see how, this has to do with money. So money pushed certain power in. So in sports, you have a certain race that are looked upon for good performance, better performance, for whatever reasons there may be. Now, but it's not like that in the governments or in the courts or in the military. Now, it could be like that in the military. It's probably a little, whatever. Like, I want to say it could be equaled out more. Or excuse me, there's more of different races and cultures in there. But imagine if it was treated like sports, to where, okay, well, we want to have majority of so and so because of such and such. But a lot of times it's not built like that also because the military breaks people down a certain way. And so some people don't take that, which some of the other races, they don't take that. So the military is built up of certain people or whatever. But if it was built up of like how the sports are, which they wouldn't allow that. But at the same time, if it was, then it would be taking power out of certain people's hands or out of their possession. Because at any time, things could flip. But that's because of many reasons. Now, things could flip because of however history went. Or things could flip because of, let's say, how that culture is or how that race is. We have people from the same races that don't agree with some of their own people's ways or tactics or personalities, characters, whatever you want to call them. Because you will see some races say, yeah, we don't agree with that, or we are holding ourselves back. Look at the things we do. People judge us by this or people judge us by that. Because they do. They will. Always have. Always will. So that's what, but that part when they're saying that, they mean something. They're not really trying to criticize you guys or be down on you guys or talk down on you guys. Some of these people are the people that really want to see a certain people in power. Not just one race, but a certain people. Because these certain people will come from all races. We just want things to be equaled out. And if we can level things out, then we can help certain races more also. So, and this is just a briefing of this. And this comment here. So it makes me feel a certain way because I feel that the black people are the protectors. Because look at how they're built and look at how they can be built. And imagine if all was brought together to act a certain way. And I know that it is possible because look at, the only reason they don't do it is because their lifestyle is considered wrong. But their lifestyle is like, but if you see and if you notice, they don't have a problem with that. It's comfortable to them. It's our way of life, our slang, our you got, some of you guys call it, loud and obnoxious. Sometimes that's our energy, and we can't help that. Some of us do apologize. And if you was to work with us more, and if stuff like this was brought out more, then maybe some people would understand. But there's never been like a mediator or I think, somebody in the middle to try and say, okay, well, look, hey, yeah, they're going to do this. And you guys, hey, look, we apologize about that. Excuse us. And kind of explain to them what's going on. And some of the people on that side, they won't care anyway. They don't care. A bunch of people, and on all sides, every culture, every race will have people that are miserable. They don't want to hear anything. And they're going to go with the negative narrative as saying they don't like us. So-and-so, whatever it is. A bunch of people will be miserable in their lives or in their head or in their souls or in their hearts, whatever, for many reasons. They may be unhealthy or they may be, it may be an issue on the outside of them or issue in their life, whatever's going on that has them feeling miserable, and that will allow them to act a certain way throughout life. But even with that situation, if there was a person, a mediator or someone that could say, hey, look, man, don't, or work with them. Like I say, if I can point it out, it can be pointed out by others. If I know this, I know that others know it. It has to be worked with. But this race has to, I also have on my channels, you can go check my channels out, what I speak on. I know in one of my updated introduction videos, it speaks on if we can't get through one way, that there's a plan B for this message to get pushed on. Plan B is pretty much based off of a certain culture. It doesn't have to be just one race or one culture. It will be based off of a certain culture. And others will take to that culture. Other races will take to that culture because they understand. This is almost, and what's weird is how the minority or, the low-class people, they are also going to relate to them. Because in a minute here, a bunch of stuff is going to start twisting together. They're going to start realizing that they weren't the problem. The problem was people misleading us. Rules are so strict. Teachings wasn't taught. People not working together as they should. So a bunch of things are going to start coming to the light, just like right now. Another thing is we all are going to need each other to bounce information off of. That's what's going to make everything flow a little better, move a little better. People will start respecting each other a little more. People will start working with each other more. So, but anyway, I just wanted to speak on that because that is a important comment there for these people. And these people have to line up so many things. These people have to line up their people. These people have to line up their energies. These people have to line up their morals. These people have to line up their people that are in power. These people have to do so much. And if you do this right here to where you say, okay, well, we only have to focus on us for now. Now, yes, it might get you somewhere, but how far will it get you? It might not get you far because you're going to have some people pushing away. Some people don't like to say, okay, most of the people not going to go for that anyway, because you can't just have one race doing a certain something, regardless of what they doing. We ain't gonna try and do what they doing. We're gonna try and make things right. And that's what you guys are for. And if you notice, and if we all notice that that's how our peoples are. If you was with your grandparents back in the day, no matter how things was going, a bunch of the people from one culture or a certain race, they just wasn't as negative. They wasn't as evil. It seems like they are because the people that are running the networks and the people that are in power, they make them people look bad. When they say, okay, look at them in their jewelry and their cars and they got all this money and they got the women out there working and stuff. They said that all of that is bad and they said that all of that is the devil. It is evil. Excuse me. But a lot of that only comes from, hey, we don't want to follow the system because we see that the system is strict. The system is not letting us in. The system is such and such, such and such, such and such, as everybody is seeing. So what we did was we took to something else. Rather it was investing in something in the streets or investing in women. Now, of course, some people was doing wrong. Some people didn't care about others. They was being disrespectful, rude. I agree on punishing them. Yes. But as far as thinking that we're all bad people or thinking that certain things are bad, we got to get that out of our heads. We got to understand who the enemy is. We have to understand what has been holding us back and move on and really step up. We have to step up. And there's a lot of different people in power that we're going to want to know what's been going on. Why not something before now? But anyway, like I say, this is a briefing. I'm glad I was able to get this video out the way. This is one of my first videos that I've done on a situation like this. But I'm going to start trying to push them more and see where we can go.